Y'all ready for this? Okay. So, all I can say is I'm really underdressed. And I've been following Fred for, I think, 30 years now. 19 albums later. You remember Fred with Flying Squirrels? Well, this is clearly an upgrade. I was not expecting it, but if you've been following Fred, you never know what to expect. So all I can say is we're in for one great closing on Thursday night. I just got to say, it's a wonderful thing to welcome one of our own from Schulenburg, Texas. I know her as Tiffany Ginn. It's now Tiff Ginn, but she's part of the show. So anyway, let's get this started. This is Fred Eaglesmith and whatever he's going to do.
Since the moment you slipped away, I tried it all, I gave it time, and I stumbled through the days. Now nothing gets me high. I look at your picture every day. I wanna touch your face. I wanna hear you say, baby, baby, it's okay, but you don't, and you won't. And I can't get out of this funk. Little white pills and champagne, whiskey and cocaine just make me insane. Now nothing gets me high. I drive out to Lover's Lane, and it all seems the same. I reach out to grab your hand, and I remember it's the candy man. I yell, stop, let me out, I can walk. He says, just relax and take a hit. I love this word. Little white pills and champagne, whiskey and cocaine just make me insane. Now nothing gets me high. You held me up above the rest. Ooh, you could really sing me. Baby, you were the best, but it's a joke. Now that it's all gone up in smoke, and I only have myself to blame, I won't ever be the same. Little white pills, champagne, whiskey and cocaine just make me insane. Now nothing gets me high. Little white pills, whiskey. Little white pills, all those little whites. Now nothing gets me, nothing gets me high. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. My name is Tiff Ginn, and I'm from Schulenburg, Texas. It's great to be back here, seeing you guys. It's been a long time. I've been touring in the Fred Eaglesmith Traveling Steam Show for almost 4 years now. It's thank you very much. It's really been 3 years and 11 months and 6 days. I like it. I do. I get to play with this fantastic band every night. Woo! Hey, somebody asked if it was okay to take pictures, and we actually prefer it if you do. We usually dress up for the shows. Can Corey and the drums get some more of this guitar in her monitor, please?
Betty, Betty, why won't you tell me I don't like the feel of this town? What if the bad guys come and they try to bring us down? Betty, what you do? Betty, what you do? Betty, what you do? Betty, what you do? Hey, nice to see everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Was it the money? Was it the drugs? Was it somebody that you used to love? Was it a scoper you had to set up? Betty, Betty, why won't you tell me I don't like the feel of this town? Then what if the bad guys come and they try to bring us down? Betty, what you do? Betty, what you do? Betty, what you do? Betty, what you do? I pray now, I didn't used to pray. I pray now, I didn't used to pray. I pray now, I didn't used to pray. I pray almost every single day. I sing now, I didn't used to say. I sing now, I didn't used to say. I sing now, I didn't used to say. I sing almost every single day. I cry now, I didn't used to cry. I cry now, I didn't used to cry. I cry now, I didn't used to cry. I cry almost every single day. I pray now, I didn't used to pray. I pray now, I didn't used to pray. I pray now, I didn't used to pray. I pray almost every single day. I pray almost every single day. Laid him in the ground. You hang his poster on your ceiling. His songs give you a real good feeling, and you should be like Johnny Cash now. Oh, where were you in 1989 when it looked like Johnny was on the decline? His career was fading, his shows weren't selling. You were listening to heavy metal, but you should have liked Johnny Cash now. Yeah, you should have liked Johnny Cash now. when he sang the 9-Inch Nails, when it looked like he was dying in that video. You like that picture, he was giving him the finger. Too bad about all that religion, but you sure you like Johnny Cash now. Yeah, you sure you like Johnny Cash now. Yeah, you sure you like Johnny Cash now. So much. What a hand for Tiff Gin. Nice to be back to the Dripping Springs. I think they gave us a year off last year because we were bad. Better than most of them. They banned us for most of them. I come up from the bottom run. I've been hunting and I had my gun. The wind was still, the air was quiet. Called for Katie, there was no reply. I checked the shed, I checked the barn, opened the door and there she was, in the arms of my friend Joe. She wasn't wearing any clothes. Katie, Katie, what'd I do? I was so in love with you. Worked my fingers to the bone. I never even wanted this old farm. Joe tried to talk, he just coughed. My heart stopped, the gun went off. Katie screamed out my name, and then the gun went off again. Katie, Katie, what'd I do? I was so in love with you. Worked my fingers to the bone. I never even wanted this old farm. I wrapped them up in a gunny sacks, hitched a wagon, threw them in the back, buried that Joe down by the creek, laid my Katie neath a hickory tree. Katie, Katie, what'd I do? I was so in love with you. Worked my fingers to the bone. I never even wanted this old farm. This farm, staring into new backyards, and every week they come by, but I can't sell and I can't say why. Katie, Katie, what'd I do? I was so in love with you. Worked my fingers to the bone. I never even wanted this old farm. I never even wanted this old farm. Never even wanted this old farm. Thanks so much. It's nice to be down in the warm weather. I know you think this is cold. That's what we all know, and that's why we don't have much of an army in Canada. We know we could take y'all with 4 snowmaking machines. Stumbling past your window, baby, at the break of day, I thought I saw your silhouette on the window shade. And I went down to the mission and I called and called your name. Tell an angel with a face like yours came down and let me in. I thought I saw your reflection in a cigarette machine, in a bottle, in a gutter, in a window on the street, in a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. And I heard soldiers' voices by the city gates. There were junkies lying on the ground. They made me look away. And I spilled you on a mirror, and I chopped you into lines. And over some old kitchen sink, I swore I'd let you die. I thought I saw your reflection in a cigarette machine, in a bottle, in a gutter, in a window on the street, in a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. Things I read, worn out old movie stars, faded limousines, and I wandered through my own charades, the coffee cups and clowns. I can't keep up with parades, I keep falling down. I thought I saw your reflection in a cigarette machine, in a bottle, in a gutter, in a window on the street, in a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. In a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. Come down from Canada. We left about I guess 10 days ago in the freezing cold, and it was hot yesterday, which was nice. And sort of that half and this half, isn't it? watching the years go by. Till one day I come home, there was a big black car parked out of my back door. And a government man with a fat cigar said we couldn't live there anymore. Said they pay us for the land, but never for the work we did. And they was gonna turn it into a holiday park and a drag strip for the kids. I told him I would meet him on the Indiana road with a gun in my hand, but he never showed. Said he couldn't bring himself to sing himself that look. I told him I would meet him on the Indiana road with a gun in my hand, but he never showed. He went back to Encore, Toronto, or wherever it is we go. Well, we were ahead, and the girl's family said to come back to Calgary. And we decided that she would go home back there without me. And I'll never forget the tears in her eyes. She held my face in her hand. I turned around and I headed for 10, and I never looked back again. I told him I would meet him on the Indiana road with a gun in my hand, but he never showed. Said he couldn't bring himself to sing himself that note. I told him I would meet him on the Indiana road with a gun in my hand, but he never showed. He went back to Ottawa, Toronto, or wherever it is. An old Ford van at the end of a dead-end road. And the girl she stopped sending letters must be 7 years or more. And me, I spent a lot of time down on the Indiana road. And I draw a leaf, but there ain't no need. I don't shoot anymore. I told him I would meet him on the Indiana road with a gun in my hand, but he never spoke. Said he couldn't bring himself to sing himself that note. I told him I would meet him on the Indiana road with a gun in my hand, but he never showed. He went back to Ottawa, Toronto, wherever it is. He went back to Ottawa, Toronto, wherever it is. He went back to Ottawa, Toronto, wherever it is. Wish it was a freight train, nigga. Wish it was an easy long the morning, but I'm whistling down the train. Been crashing in your door. Wish it was a freight train, nigga. Wish I didn't have a heart. You need a shovel full of gold just to get me started. Wish it was a freight train, nigga. Wish it was a freight train. I've been left to blame on some old railway siding. Every time I hear your voice, my water just gets cold. My stove, and that stove, and my boiler, and that boiler. train, baby, whistle to these locomotive and gun whistle down the train. Crashing in your door, whistle to freight train, baby, whistle to hell of a heart. It's a local no, just to get me started. Whistle to freight train, baby, whistle to freight train. And every time I slip down any further in, I was some switchman looking out of the phone, changing my track. Whistle was a freight train, baby. Whistle was an easy locomotive and gun whistling down the train. And crashing in your door. Whistle was a freight train, baby. Whistling hell of a heart. You need someone for the go, just to get me started. Whistle was a freight train, baby. Whistle was a freight train. We are one of the very last full-time traveling rock and roll shows left in North America. We toured 266 days last year, and we cook our own food. We burn cooking oil in the buses, and we stay at the Walmart lots of times. We like to stay at the Walmart because there's a greeter to meet us in the morning. I know a lot of you hate the Walmart. I hate the big K myself. It doesn't matter what department store you hate, as long as you hate one, you're in style today. The question, lady, to my left-wing friends is, what are you for? I know you're against everything. What are you for? Shut the fuck up, man. See, a long time ago, I'm not a left-winger or a right-winger. A long time ago, in 1964, I joined a party. I was 7 years old. I saw the Beatles in Time magazine. And they'd grown their hair long and the world was appalled. And that was the night I joined the rock and roll party. And I've been a member of that ever since. And that's the only one I've voted for my whole life. That's the only vote I've ever placed, was for rock and roll. Hit that, just smack them, okay? See what happens when cousins marry? Do I come to your guys and hassle you when you're working at the drive-thru? Indian motorcycles, Saturday night citations, northern boys and southern cars, one pump stations. Starter pistol neath the quarter moon, the sound engines revving. I was born in the springtime of the '57 Chevy. clutches, V8s on the levee. I was born in the springtime of the 57 Chevy. Well, I don't know why I come back here, just something to do with a couple of years. I had me a buddy girl back then, always thought to see her again. Moonlight, holding motor, shadows on the porches, slipping down the alleyway, idling the motor, rock and roll underneath the streetlight, flames coming off the fenders. I was born in the springtime of the 57 Chevy. Well, I don't know why I come back here, just something to do with a couple of years. I had me a buddy girl back then, always thought to see her again. Motorcycles, Saturday night citations, northern boys and southern cars, and one pump station. The jukebox is on the other bus. You're spooking the horse, the wild and they're scared. That bright colored makeup, those clothes that you wear. Last night neath the trees, you're spooking the horses, you're scaring me. Where the road meets the highway, those bright city lights must have shone through your windshield, got into your eyes. Scaring me, and I tie in your head back anymore. You're wearing dresses like you never before. You're driving faster than I've ever seen. You're scaring me. where you make the turn, and upon the skyline those headlights just burn, and the horses go running, and my heart just screams. You're smoking the horses, you're scaring me. You're smoking the horses, and you're scaring me. Thanks so much. Nice to be back here and see y'all. And you don't look any older, but some of you are drunker than the last time I seen you. I see the old dolls are here. I like the old dolls come to my show because they hit on me after the show. They're like, if I was 50 years younger, you wouldn't stand a chance. I go for it, baby. Go for it. Bring a friend. Bring a friend in case anybody falls asleep. Like me. And the old guys are here. The old guys have been coming to my show since I was 25. There's been old guys. Welcome, you old guys. It hasn't been the same old guys. There's been a turnover of old guys. I like the old guys. They stand up in the back and go, play another one about the gears, Fred. I don't care about those women anymore either. Not like, you know, look at this, you guys. Look at this. 55 years old, surrounded by beautiful women. Look at this. Look at this. You guys should have practiced. You were playing football, beating me up at recess, remember? Yeah, all you got's a sore knee. Here's one recorded by a big country star. I'm not going to do that one. Hell with her. I was going around the world a couple years ago apologizing for Justin Bieber. And then a guy from Ireland going the other way apologizing for Riverdance. Take a little bit of this guitar to the monitor for me, please. Speaking of tribute bands, me and Betty Oshawa, we had a little band. I met her in a parking lot when I answered A1, and we played every single juke joint, and every little bar, and every little honky-tonk you could get to with a car. And it was fire on the mountain. That was her favorite one. There was nothing that I didn't know, so we played the top 40 radio, even though we didn't really like the song. I was wrong. We didn't really get along. My ego was as big as a roadhouse parking lot. And sometimes I'd hear her praying outside her dressing room for help with the song she didn't want to do. And it was fire on the mountain. That was her favorite one. But there was nothing that I didn't know. So we played the top 40 radio, even though we didn't really like the song. I was wrong. Betty got a record deal, she's living in LA. I work in a grocery store every single day. And sometimes she comes to town to play the local hall. She always leaves her number, but I don't return the call. And it's fine on the mountain. That's still her favorite one. There's still nothing that I don't know. She's on the top 40 radio. I love it when I hear the player song. I was wrong. I was wrong. I think we got the guitar now. We got a lot of wood block in this one here. If you just take a little of that drum out of this monitor here. Yeah, the drum. Yeah, that one right there is just about. It's like I'm in the hospital and it's my pulse and I'm dying, but it's really loud. Try it again, Corey. Hit it. It's still really loud. Really loud. Yeah. Is it loud up front? No, it's just loud here. Okay. All right. Streak of lightning coming down the highway. Turn around, won't you go? I switch on the lights, I put on the highways. Gotta find a preacher on the radio. I like to drive 105, just that first time. that it's love. And you seem to stumble more often these days. Darling, I keep holding you up. Even my friends say that you're out of touch. Darling, are you drinking too much? Even your friends say that you're out of touch. Darling, are you drinking too much? Of the crowd. Even our friends say that you're out of touch. Darling, are you drinking too much? Darling, are you drinking too much? From Texas. Been with us almost 4 years now, and that's Matty Simpson back there on the guitar tonight. He's been in my band pretty near 5 years now. He reports to me when something's wrong with the bus. Says, "Fred, something's wrong with the bus."
See you later.
And he walks away. Bus is on fire. He sometimes says, "We had a little bus fire on the way down this time." Again, we've had 4 bus fires in our little bus just since we've got it. Fortunately, all of them have put themselves out. Those are handy fires, aren't they? You know what I mean? Then you don't have to go looking for the source. You can just leave it when they put themselves out. Usually the case. We had a bad one at New Year's, smoky in the bus, pan, but it put itself out eventually too, pretty good. Matty yells, "Fred, the bus is on fire." And then I know the bus is on fire. Help! Sometimes it goes, help! And this is Justine Fisher over here. She's been in the band 3 years now. She tidies the bus. She tidies up. You can buy something in the morning. If she tidies up in the afternoon, you'll never find it again in your life until you sell the bus. She's a tidier. She's not really an organizer, just a tidier. It doesn't matter where it goes, it just goes. And this is Corey Hepner on the drums. She's been in my band 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir, and I'll tell you something. Even with socialized medicine, you know, we have that slow socialized medicine in Canada. Even with that socialized medicine, it's hard to get a prescription for OxyContin filled when you've got purple hair. We were making our way across Canada a couple of years ago, and she had gallstones and kidney stones. We called her Quarry that year. And we had a prescription for OxyContin, and we went to every pharmacy. Nobody would fill it. Finally, just outside of Thunder Bay, Ontario, we went to Hoodie Pharmacy. You're familiar with Hoodie Pharmacy? It's the guy on the edge of town with a hoodie. He'll always fill your prescription. Here's one recorded by my good friend Todd Snyder. Recorded this one after he got out of rehab, but it didn't take. Hank Williams, he came up from Montgomery with a heart full of broken country songs. But Nashville, Tennessee didn't really understand him, 'cause he did things differently than the way that they were done. But when he finally made it to the Grand Ole Opry, he made it stand still. He ended up on alcohol and pills. Elvis Presley, he came up from Jackson with a brand new way of singing and a brand new way of dancing. And even from the waist up low, he gave the world a thrill. He ended up on alcohol and pills. Alcohol and pills, it's a crying shame. You think they might have been happy with the glory and the fame. The fame doesn't take away the pain, it just pays the bills, and you wind up on alcohol and pills. Janis Joplin, she was wild and reckless. And the name was Graham Parsons, and the name was Jimi Hendrix. The stories just go on and I guess they always will. They ended up on alcohol and pills. Alcohol and pills, it's a crying shame. You think they might have been happy with the glory and the fame. The fame doesn't take away the pain, it just pays the bills, and you wind up on alcohol and pills. Sometimes somebody just doesn't wake up one day. Sometimes it's so hard to take, sometimes they just don't say. They pulled poor old Hank Williams out of a Cadillac boot to hell. He ended up on alcohol and pills. Alcohol and pills, it's a crying shame. You think they might have been happy with the glory and the fame. The fame doesn't take away the pain, it just pays the bills, and you wind up on alcohol and pills. And you wind up on alcohol and pills. One time, coming out of Corpus Christi, Texas, 3 o'clock one Sunday morning. We're in the old blue bus. Y'all remember the old blue bus? How come everybody remembers the old blue bus? Nobody was ever at our shows when we had the old blue bus. You were so, Donnie, you were so. You see Donnie's here tonight with another cute girl. Like Elvis yourself there, buddy. She's blushing now, sorry, sweetheart. Got pulled over by the Texas State Troopers because one of our running lights is out. Don't you hate when they pull you over for nothing? Sort of like you're walking through a festival and somebody says, "Hey, can I see your wristband?" for a hippie to do that. It's not okay for a cop to pull you over and say, can I see some ID? Is it asking for a wristband the same thing? Just questioning, just questioning. Got pulled over by the Texas State Troopers because one of our running lights is out. Running lights are those little lights at the top of your bus so no airplanes hit you. And they called in some more state troopers, see if they could find any more running lights that might be out. And they called in the running light dogs. Those dogs sniffed all around the bus. And they thought they'd bring those dogs inside the bus, see if they could find any running lights inside the bus that might not be working. Those dogs sniffed everything. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I had a fellow in my band at this time. His name was Washboard Hank. Washboard Hank thanks you, I'm sure, wherever he is tonight. Now, wash was not an adjective that adequately described him. He should have just been called Board Hank, but he was called Washboard Hank. Washboard! Those dogs sniffed Washboard Hank for a long, long time. Fortunately, he had all the Ritalin in his mouth. They tried to talk to him, and he had to swallow all that Ritalin, and we decided to drive back to Canada that night. We decided to let Washboard Hank drive, but he could only do the straightaways, you know. He couldn't go around any curves or anything. Up through Texas and Arkansas, up through Tennessee and Kentucky. Got up in Ohio, we got a little lost in the back roads, and I was sitting in the back of the bus with the light on. I like to leave the light on the back of the bus in case anybody recognizes me, wants to buy a CD or anything, you know. Passed by this truck driver and he had his light on too, you know, because he had a CD too, you know. We just sat there looking at each other for a long time, me and that truck driver, trying to figure out who had the better job. Turned out I did. And there's a light. There's a light in every diesel truck. It says water in the fuel. When it comes on, well, it means you got water in the fuel. Leave that light on too long and your truck just dies. You leave that light on too long and your bus just dies. Leave that light on too long and your heart just gets broken. Well, darling, I'm coming down around number 67. I just got off the turnpike, avoiding the Ohio State inspection. John and I followed me up the road, then he turned off and he let me go. I guess this old truck ain't worth shutting down. And your voice last night on the telephone said you wouldn't be there when I got home. So when I get to Cleveland and head back south, the light keeps coming on. I got water in the fuel. My brakes are gone. I got a left front tire throwing thread. By tomorrow morning I could be dead. Baby, baby, you've been right all along. push your own thin ice nail. That's all we really know. That's all we really know. Before we go, I got to talk to you about one thing. I know this generation, or a good portion of them, and this was a generation that used to spend their Fridays going down to the record store, spend all afternoon in the record store buying, and you could buy a record by the cover in those days, remember? 6 out of 10 you could buy by the cover. 4 of them were like Lawrence Welk sings Johnny Cash. They didn't really say Lawrence Welk sings Johnny Cash. They said Johnny Cash, you buy it. I think it was Johnny Cash, but remember that you had 4 of those. But 6 out of 10 you could buy, and there was only 5 buttons on the radio because 4 of them were good songs. You didn't have to have scan, remember? Right? And this was a generation that bought a record, smoked a big coner, went down the basement, stayed there all weekend. Didn't come back out until they knew everything about that record. That's when rock and roll was a revolution. Right? That's when rock and roll was a cause, not a business. Some of you might remember that, when it was a cause, and it was a good revolution too. And I know a lot of you used to belong to the rock and roll party, and then you went out and bought a vacuum cleaner one day, and you had to join one of those other parties to protect the vacuum cleaner. The rock and roll party only has one slogan: if you're not a good person, fuck you! Some of you may want to come forward later, rejoin the rock and roll party. Doesn't cost nothing. Doesn't cost nothing. The car's not a business. Used to be this deal in rock and roll. We didn't charge you too much to come in, and you helped us on the way out. You've been reneging on your deal a little bit lately. How much was it to get in tonight? How much? How much? $200? This is the $250 show. I want 2 songs and a joke back. $200? You know how much it is to see the Eagles? It's $400 to see the Eaglesmith. The guy who fixes the Eagles is only $200. Folks, I need you to do something for me. Before you leave tonight, I need you to go over to that CD booth, just like 1968, grab a CD or a t-shirt, help me keep my little traveling show on the road. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. And our trains wrecked, and our buses fell apart. We couldn't see past the lights. We drove into the dark. We tore those places down. We burned them to the ground. And then we left those towns, headed down the road again. And my hands hurt from playing my guitar. Every night in all those bars, we played like we were stars. When I'm an old man and I can't make my way, they'll ask me about my life. This is what I'll say. I'll say my hands hurt from playing my guitar every night in all those bars. We played under the stars. We played under the stars. It's nice finding women my own age are after me. I stopped dating women younger than me. I only date women my own age again. You know why? Because they never wake me up to ask me what I'm thinking. You know, we have a 4-year-old boy who's been traveling with us since he was 0. Tiff's son, Blue. He's been with us since he was 0. He's never had a home. He just lived in a bus all his life. I teach him jokes now. I taught him this one the other day. I said, Blue, do you know where you find a dog with no legs? He says, where? I said, right where you left it. Don't you get all animal lover on me, you deer heads. I've seen more deer heads on walls in Texas than anything else. Do you think we have seals mounted on walls in Canada? I was just in Europe. I was playing in Europe. I was over in Scotland. And you know, they got the horse deal going. They got horse meat, right? And in Scotland they eat haggis, you know, which is sheep stomach. And I said, but now they're eating horsekus. I told him we had trouble in Canada too, because they put seal meat in they put horse meat in the seal burgers. I love you Texans, how bent out of shape you get about seals. Fucking dead deers everywhere. And if it ain't dead, you'll kill it and make it into a table, an ashtray, a handle for your door, whatever, a tire wrench. Look at my deer handle tire wrench. Yeah, it's soft on the hands. Yeah, it's a 4-way. You know the one where the seal walks into the bar and says anything but a Canadian club on the rocks. Oh, go ahead. This is as close as. Oh, whatever. Remember when the left wing used to be the ones with a sense of humor? Hey, the Smothers Brothers, remember? It was Dick Nixon, it was the Dick. This is close to Austin as I tell that joke. I told Blue this one the other day. I said, the snowman walks in the bar and says, do you smell carrots? That is not a Texas joke. I like that. Texas is like, whole crowd, all of you are doing that. You're looking like the RCA Victor dog. You're like, Blue's 4 years old. He's already been in 4 recreational vehicle fires. He will not have to pierce himself when he's older. He doesn't even care anymore. The other day I said, uh-oh. He said, are we on fire? He just gets his little cars together, goes for the door. That's funny. You know the one where the woman walks in the bar? The woman walks in the bar with a rabbit under her arm. And the guy says, hey, nice hair. Don't you boo the rabbit joke, you cynical old fuckers. It's easier to find a new audience than a new joke.
Time to get a gun.
See, I'm a student of Zen Buddhism. We learn beginner's mind. Every joke is funny. You know what else we learn in Zen Buddhism? We learn a day without sunshine is like night. Here's a good one for you hippies. If the whole world held hands, a lot of people would drown. See, I was raised just behind the 60s. I was just a little late, and I sort of remember the hippies, like the Back to the Land groovy hippies, and I didn't mind them, but these new trust fund hippies, they just piss me off. They're just fuckers. You know, the first thing, I get one of those trust fund Nazi hippies telling me I'm driving the wrong way today. You can't drive. Fake dreadlocks. You know, the shiny new dreadlocks? Not the ones with mold in them, the nice old dreadlocks, the new. And if you look under the Volkswagen van, all new parts. And you can say I'm not allowed to dislike hippies. I am so, because they can help it. It's not like you're born a hippie. It's not like your parents go to the ultrasound and the doctor comes out and says, sit down. I'm so sorry, we found a small dreadlock. And you have to go home, take out the baby room and fix up the basement. Someone told me I wouldn't dare do this monologue here. I did it in Byron Bay one time, Australia, and they haven't asked me back yet. That was 12 years ago.
Let's come back next time.
Do you know the one? The guy's out on Sunday with his car with his new girlfriend. He's on the back roads and he comes upon this dead rabbit. And he stops and he gets some other car, aerosol can, he goes over, sprays it on the rabbit, and the rabbit sits up, shakes his head, turns around, runs 10 feet, shakes his head, turns around, runs 10 feet, turns around and waves, runs 10 feet, turns around and waves, runs 10 feet, turns around and waves, disappears. Gets back to his car, his girlfriend says, whoa, what was that you sprayed on that rabbit? He's all, it's hair restorer with permanent wave. Come on, you dripping springs. Just do something. There's nothing like trying to be a comedian and you get that vacant marijuana stare. Always a good time here, folks. Thanks so much for sticking around tonight. Thought I saw you at an unmarked cross and picked up flowers at the end of the lane. There was dust on my windshield, I was looking in the mirror. I almost got hit by a train. Later on at a four-way stop, I forgot to take my turn. I was thinking you were right and there was nothing left. Somebody blew their horn. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous to myself. Yesterday I was out on the bluffs over the ocean blue. There was a girl swimming, splashing in the water. She sure did look like you. Before I knew it, I was over the edge. Somebody grabbed me from behind, pulled me to safety, said, "Man, are you crazy?" I said, "No, I've lost my mind." I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous to myself. Nice thing about playing these little festivals is the guys always stick around and help us load the bus with our gear. It's all that love. Nothing says I love you like loading the guy's gear. So darling, if you're thinking you need a project or you might want to lend a hand, I'm living on the corner of stupidity and recklessness. I'm a dangerous man. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous to myself. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks, friend Eaglesmith. And the Traveling Steam Show.